What's up, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube. Hope you're all having a good day. We're over at twitch.tv/Lawler. We've got some friends in chat like Space Station Gaming's fourth place coach Chrome. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in chat. We're out hanging out talking about other video games, but I figured we should transition the conversation back to Rocket League talk as we've got Regional 2 for Europe coming up. And just like last week, I'm going to break down how we got the matches. We do have these confirmed now, so that's good. Psyonix has put out and confirmed. But a lot of people are wondering how the heck those things came to be. How did teams end up where they are for the seeds? How are the first round matches going to look? All that kind of stuff. So today's video, we're going to break that stuff down. I'm going to tell you guys exactly step by step how we find out how these teams are and where they're ranked and how the matches come to be. So with that said... first things first, if you like the content, like, subscribe, hit on notifications, helps me out greatly. Comments down below, any questions, anything you guys would like to see. Second thing we got to do is take a look at the other page. First things first, easy way to do this. To find out 8 of the teams that are going to be involved, let's scroll this over so we can enhance on just Europe. So that's what we're focusing on, EU teams, right? So the way that this works is there is 3 tiebreakers in the RLCS, and they are as follows. I'm gonna put them down here. 3 most recent events in the RLCS. That includes both regionals and majors. Just like last week, we only have 1 regional to go off of. So your 3 most recent events and your overall RLCS points right now are the same. So we take our top 8 that get an invite, which are these 8. They get put into the list based upon results. Or Tundra's out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, Tundra is in there. You're taking those teams from top to bottom and you are ordering them based upon their results. And out of those 8, if they have the same amount of points, which a couple of them do, Tundra and Liquid, BDS and G1 are all tied. You've got Quadrant and Moist that are tied. So Oxygen is 1, K-Corp is 2. First and second place makes sense. For third place and fourth place, Moist and Quadrant, we have to go based upon the next most equivalent event they have both played in, which is the Fall Open main event, Regional 1 main event. In Swiss, Moist went 3-0, Quadrant went 3-2. Plus game differential if we need to. Moist has a better game overall result. They went 3-0 versus 3-2. Therefore, they are 3rd seed, and Quadrant is 4th seed. Next, we got to go through the 4 teams that placed top 8. So teams that are ranked 5 through 8, which are these. They all got 10 points. Or technically 8 points, but they get an additional, or they got 6 points plus they get an automatic points for Regional 3 and Winter Regional 1. That's how they have the 10 points overall. But their results from Regional 1 are 6. Okay, so because of that, they're all tied. So same thing. What's the most recent event or the most consistent event that they have all played in? Again, it is the Fall Open main event. They all got top 8. Who did the best during Swiss? BDS went 3-0. Tundra went 3-1. G1 and Liquid both went 3-2. Who performed better in their game differential? G1 went +2, while Liquid went -1. And that's how you get the results. So that is how we have our top 8. Our top 8 are automatically invited. They did not have to play in a qualifier. Done. Right? They don't have to play in a qualifier. They have the most points. Therefore, they just get an invite. Now, on the other side of that, we've got our top 8 teams based upon the point ranking as it shows. So we got our 8 teams with the point ranking that are invited. We then go to our 8 teams that made it through the closed qualifier. Those teams, based upon Swiss, are as follows. EG, Algeri, Monkeys, Solary, Team Go. It's the new UKIS roster, I think. Team Vitality does make it this time around. Heat and Turbo Clappers. So, because these teams may or may not have points previously is how things are going to adjust. Because, again, the next tiebreaker is their overall points. So, we are looking at the overall results, 3 most recent events. They have now qualified for the event. Time to see them. So you take these 8 names. So all of these teams, EG, Algeri, Monkeys, Solary, Team Go, Vitality, so on and so forth. You take that list. Now that they're in the competition, you then have to see them based upon the tiebreaker rules. In the 3 most recent events, who has the most points? Well, there's only been 1 event, so let's take their points. Algeri and Monkeys both have 4, so they're tied. What's the next tiebreaker? Overall RLCS points. Also the same. What's the tiebreaker after that? Best placement in the most recent event, including qualifiers. The most recent event is the Fall Cup. So we go to the Fall Cup. Who played better? Algeri or Monkeys? Algeri went 3-0. Monkeys went 3-1. All right. Algeri is your 9th seed. Monkeys is your 10th seed. Same thing. EG and Solary both have the same amount of points. Who played better in the qualifiers? So you look at those two. EG went 3-0. They performed the best. And Solary went 1-3. Or 3-1. I typed those wrong. They went +4. I typed these backwards. Also, I saw someone on Twitter who was like, hey, bro, we're like best friends, right? I predicted the qualifiers as well. Are you proud of me? They literally copy and pasted everything that I typed 10 minutes after I put it out. Good job. Good job, Twitter. They're like, hey, I predicted it too. Are you proud of me? And I'm like, no, you just copy and pasted my work. You turned in my paper to the teacher, and the teacher goes, I see some similarities here. Even the mistype that Lawler had. Solary and EG, same amount of overall points because they both got the third place result, which is 9th to 11th. No, 12th to 14th or whatever it is. 12th to 14th, I think it is. Yeah, 12th to 14th is what their placement was. They got one series win in top 8 or in top 16. So they get 3 points, but they're tied. EG did 3-0 while Solary did 3-1. So EG moves forward. They're happy. We then go to the next one. Team Go and Team Vitality and the rest. All these teams don't have any results. None of these teams have played in a regional yet. So they're all nullified. So the only information we have to go off of, because all of these 2 tiebreakers are canceled, is best placement for the most recent event. So we literally do the same thing. It was pretty straightforward for this time around because there was no multiple events that were needed. It was either one or the other. So these were a lot easier, I would say, than North America's because we saw some new faces without any pre-existing results. So this regional is going to be pretty spicy. But you have the results 3-1, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. 3-1 was Team Go, as you guys see here. So they move forward. And then you take the other teams that are 3-2. Who has the best differential? Vitality, then Heat, then Clappers. That's how you order them. So that gives us our overall results, our overall matchups. And you take 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, so on and so forth, which I have here. 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15. And that's your first round matches. And because we did it right, shortly after, the next day, Cynix goes, yeah, you're right. And they post the fancy graphic. And they give us our first round matchups. So we did it right. We got it. We did it. Again, Direct and I kind of talk about these off camera as well. So thanks to him for making sure qualification stuff is right. He basically spell checks for me. Math checks me out and says, yeah, you're not wrong on these. They look similar to mine. And then I put them out as unofficial. And then we hope that they get confirmed, which they do. So we're good on those. So we know our first round matchups. Everything here looks solid. The thing that I want to talk about these that I think is important as kind of a final closing statement and things to discuss. Regional 2's got a lot of importance of it. Obviously, if you look at the teams that are being brought in, the ones that have not qualified yet, top 16 is pretty spicy. There's a lot of new faces coming into this regional in comparison to what it was. So when you look at the overall standings of Europe, and I wish they would display more than just the top 16 because there is a lot of teams that I think are tied right now. You are looking, and if we take a look at the overall rankings, you can kind of see that it's actually pretty spicy. Look at this. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. All these teams, because of their previous results, because of qualifying, you are talking out of all of these spots to get to make it. What's even crazier than that is if these 4 teams don't do well, tiebreaker. You're seeing tiebreakers. And Point and Guild are out because they're not playing. But these teams, because they're in it, are going to have to play tiebreakers. Who knows what that's going to mean for these teams? Like, again, there's no more open qualifier. It's a battle, man. It's an absolute battle to make it in. I feel for the teams. But again, you want to talk about, hey, it's only going to get tougher. Understand that Winter Invitational is not based upon these results. It's based upon this number. We're your top 16 in this category. Success here snowballs for the rest of the season. It makes a big difference. Again, even if you are a team that is in this circumstance, any result makes a massive difference for being able to, even if you don't perform here, to keep yourself in the running. All it takes is one. So that is what I got. That is how the seeding and stuff breaks down. Hopefully that makes sense. Your first round matchups. I'll make sure to make a post in the top comment, and I'll pin that. If you guys want to see the matchups in the graphic, I'll post that as the pinned tweet. But on that, what do you guys got? Who do you got for your first rankings? You got any early predictions? We'll be doing predictions for a future video, most likely this week. Probably getting all those wrong too, because I forget how poorly I did for North America. I think we did okay. I don't remember. Either way, hopefully we can jinx some more people. But that's going to do it. If you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on that, like, subscribe, notifications. You guys know how it goes. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.